All right, it's another week, another round of Toku Vlogs. So let's get started with ZO episode 3, Dr. Gamer 2018. Yeah, apparently right now, in keeping with Ruin with King Superboy Prime, Tsukiyomi and Gates have decided to somehow sneak inside their school as new transfer students. And yeah, this old cliche again. Hmm. Yeah, again, I don't know anything about the Japanese school system, but from what I've heard, it's not exactly very easy to go and sneak in unless, you're an actual student. So I don't, I forget it. Logic is just a little thing that happens to other people. And yeah, we're introduced to another one of the time jackers, a female one named Ora. You're like, Ora, 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 Ora. Yeah, try to. I'm not sure if they're trying to add a JoJo reference, but oh my god, it's a motherfucking JoJo reference. Well, anyways, yeah, Ora goes and has a little bit of fun with and says that she's got her own candidate picked out to see who can compete to become the new Omazio. Yeah, apparently, the question I asked last time did get answered. Apparently, they're going to use the another riders to try and kill Zio, kill Shogo, so that their another rider can become Zio, the new Zio. And yeah, they figured that only someone with the powers of a common rider can stand up to him. But since I'm guessing they figured that most of the Heisei era riders wouldn't be finding another rider to become a king. And yeah, there's like some exceptions, like actually, well, okay. Normally they wouldn't. Normally riders aren't the types to go and try to become kings unless they kind of have to. In Kiva's case, so they figured that the only way to get someone on their side with the power of a rider is to create the another riders. And in this case, we have another Xaid. And Ora's strategy here actually kind of evolves expands on the time jackers stratagem. It isn't just like last time where people's on the verge of dying, or at least that's not what I think. See, the person who becomes another Exaid is a guy whose son, is being rushed to a hospital and is obviously in critical condition. And yeah, based on what Ur said last time, it's where the another writer candidate's time stops wherever they intervene. I'm guessing what was originally supposed to happen is that this guy's son dies, he loses the will to live, and I mean, yeah. That's my thesis behind that. So, anyways, Ora intervenes, with this guy, and I'm guessing next episode, it's going to be revealed that she strikes a deal with him, that if he becomes another Xaid, then she'll rework time so that his son survives. At least that's what I'm thinking here. And in the meantime, another Xaid. Apparently, there's rumors of a game going around for 2 years that's unbeatable, and it turns out that this game is actually the plan of another Xaid. He's been going around attacking people who have been very very close to being this unbeatable game, and putting I don't know having them talk to the hand, and then teleports just as quickly as he shows up before Shogo can transform to try and take him on. So they figured that they need while they're getting one of Shogo's classmates to a hospital, they overhear rumors of a genius of a podiatrist there who is really really good at video games. And yeah, Tsukiyomi actually has also been searching around on the internet, looking for rumors about the mysterious game, and her research, and also thanks to pointing in the direction of the specific hospital from WAS, specifically Saito University Hospital. Basically, long story short, cobbled together, they tracked down Hojo Emu, the actual Xaid. Well, okay, they haven't exactly found him, but thanks to some hints from Kagami, and yeah, even he doesn't know why he's helped them. He's just like, I feel like I have to. Again, lazy script writing, that's why. Well, anyways, they managed to track and they managed to find what's basically the Konami, what's basically Emu's little. Basically, it's kind of like the Konami code: up, up, down, down, left, right, etc., etc., etc. Well, anyways, they managed to get inside the game, and Gates and Zio go and take out another Xaid. Oh yeah, and it's also revealed in this episode that when one of the Zio or Gates acquires the power of a ride watch, then their power is manifested in the watch. Basically, as long as the ride watches exist, the common riders that they're drawing the power from are erased from history. Keep this in mind because as long as he has the build ride watch, build is erased from history. Why? Which explains why in the last episode, Sento still referred to himself as Takumi. And I bring this up because, in addition to the ghost ride watch that Gates already has, he apparently also has the drive ride watch. So, that obviously means that he's gained the power of both ghost and drive, erasing both of them from history. And okay, I can kind of see why he's doing that. With every ride watch that modern Zio gets, he takes that one step closer to becoming Oma Zio. So getting the powers of some of the ride watches before he acquires all of them makes sense. But it's still at the cost of removing those riders from history, or having their histories radically altered so they never become these riders. So they have to, at some point, destroy those ride watches or figure out some sort of time paradox, wibbly wobbly, whatever. Otherwise, the Heisei riders are scrubbed away from history as Shirakura wanted. Actually, during the Point 5 episode for this week, they actually go and draw attention that the writers and producers are complete and utter idiots because, apparently the ultimate goal of the Time Jackers is to create another writer war to determine who will become Omazio. And Sogo's solution? Blow up Toei Studios! I'm not even joking. They say either kick out the producer, kick out the writer, or just blow up Toei. They're like, hooray! We did it! At one point, on one hand, that's hilarious, just for the meta-ness of it all. But on the other hand, the writers are actively aware of the show's problems, and they're not doing anything to address it, just lampshading it, and just like, we're aware of our problems, thus it makes it funny. We're totally Deadpool, except you're not Deadpool. You're Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe Deadpool. You're not funny Deadpool. You're Jared Leto's Joker. You are not funny. Stop it. You are aware of your problems. Fix them. Otherwise, you are going to get dragged down in, let's see, what was that word again? Oh yeah, criticism. That little thing that you try to avoid so very often whenever you're in charge. Shirakura, hi. Okay, anyways, enough fuming for now. So, keep in mind, I said a few minutes ago is that as long as a ride watch is active, then the common rider it's attached to doesn't have their powers. So, Gates and Zio managed to defeat another Xaid. He's powered down. We didn't see the ride watch leave, and apparently they never noticed that the another riders are actually humans. I'm guessing they didn't see another build. When he was defeated. I guess his body fell into the bushes or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, they defeated another Xaid, but then they encounter Emu, who transforms into Xaid and attacks them. Hello? Guys, you're breaking your own rules? Hello? Okay. Unlike certain rider powers, the Gashots are gang, sort of like game consoles or whatever. So, reproductions, that's no problem. I can buy that. I mean, especially considering, X8 and Genom, since they were both using different versions of Mighty Action X. So, okay. And also, in this revised timeline, Emu's a podiatrist instead of a surgeon. I guess I'm just gonna chalk that off as, again, the rewriting of history, and which would probably also explain Emu's much more serious and less jokey persona. Yeah, for some reason in this episode, he's just all business, whereas before he was a little bit more lighthearted and a little bit more optimistic. But again, that's most likely due to the Time Jackers rewriting the personal history of Xaid, and thus So again, it's yeah, any other character inconsistencies? Oh, it's just because of the Time Jackers, or it's just because Shirakura and Shimoyama don't really care about any other shows that they haven't worked on. It's a toss-up. And speaking of toss-ups, let's go and talk about our next little video for this week. Hold on. Yep, Lupinranger versus Patranger. Yeah, if you remember right from last time, they fought up against Gauche's Chimera Ganglar that has 5 Lupin collection pieces inside of them. The Patrangers get their asses handed to them, and yeah, the Lupinrangers and Noel strategize. And yeah, this isn't like what happened with what was that dog Ganglar? Oh yeah, Raimon. Yeah, Raimon. Yeah, that's similar with Raimon, and it's not like Raimon and the gold safes. They figured that all 5 safes have to be opened up simultaneously in order to get all the collection pieces and depower him, and especially if they want to get their hands on bad boys. And yeah, I'm guessing the reason why they named that particular collection Bad Boys is because, again, it's a reference to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, specifically Vento Oro, which is premiering later on, which in turn is what inspired Persona 5, which in turn inspired Lupinranger vs. Patranger. I found out. Anyways, yeah, their main target is Bad Boys, but this Chimera is so powerful that they need all 5 Lupin 5 of the safes open to get the collection pieces. Otherwise, it's not going to work. So there's only 4 Lupinrangers, so they need one more person in order to open up the 5th safe. But of course, since Keichiro is Keichiro, he's like, no, I refuse to work with the thieves. They're thieves. They're criminals. And here's a new batch of stupid from him. Apparently, for some ungodly reason, he got it into his head that the Lupinrangers let the Ganglar get away in order to secure the collection piece. Guys, I might have been rusty on a couple of past episodes, but last time I checked, anytime that the Lupinrangers let a Ganglar get away, it's because you morons ran interference. So yeah, Cage was completely pulling us out of his ass, trying to defer blame for their bumbling interference onto the people that are actually being proactive, and for some stupid reason, Sakuya and Tsukasa are going along with him. No. No, I expected Tsukasa. And of course, for some stupid reason, both Kairi and Noel agreed that it has to be Keichiro. When, it's been proven before that Tsukasa is not only able to basically supersede Keichiro, but she's definitely far more willing to work with them. Sakuya, he's way too complacent. He just goes with the flow. He was like, maybe, okay, sure. Yeah, so yeah, Tsukasa would be the logical choice, but for some reason, they need to go and have Keichiro be the 5th man on this job. Which, again, is stupid for multiple reasons, and Keichiro being a black and white moron, he's not backing down. So, yeah, Noel figures that the only way to get him to go along is to challenge him to a children's card game. Duel. Challenge him to a duel. And yeah, basically, if Noel wins, then Keichiro has to go and swallow his pride and help him, get the collection pieces for the Ganglar. And if he loses, then Noel and the Phantom Thieves have to surrender. And yeah, Noel's the one who stays in his terms, not Keichiro. And what else was I going to say? Let's see. Apparently. During the duel, Keichiro, they both try and argue their positions. Keichiro, the reason why Keichiro and the Patrangers are so quick to the draw is because, well, as we suspected, they just want to get the Ganglar out of the way and don't care about the collection pieces. And yeah, from my previous actual written summary of the show, that kind of makes sense since, well, yeah, the Patrangers know full well that the Lupin collection pieces are extremely dangerous, especially given how the Ganglar have been using them. So, actually having the Patrangers destroy the collection pieces does make sense. Which again, from why I reiterated before, the Patrangers from day one, their goal should have been to not only get rid of the Ganglars, but to destroy every collection piece they come across since due to the dangers that they possess. And yeah, that would actually justify their conflict with the Lupin Rangers. But then we get to Noel's point, and yeah, stating that the only reason that he and the Lupin Rangers are so determined to get the pieces is in order to revive their dead loved ones, which actually causes Keichiro to hesitate. And it's actually revealed later in the episode that Keichiro could have had the chance to win the duel against Noel, but he didn't take it. He instead, yeah, he had his gun or whatever it's called, at Noel's head, but he instead pointed towards his shield, towards his chest plate, which he knows is a bullet reflected shield. He knew that, so yeah, he threw the match intentionally in order to focus on the Chimera. And yeah, at the end of the episode, he's basically thinking to himself, if reviving those who are reviving their loved ones, huh. And maybe, yeah, hopefully this whole scenario is just basically leading Keiichiro to think that, to start thinking that maybe the Lupin Rangers aren't all as black and white evil as they are, as he thinks they are. And well, yeah, hopefully this whole situation has caused him to rethink his priorities a bit. I mean, he's still focused on getting rid of the Ganglar and protecting the public, but maybe thinking that the Lupin Rangers are more than just thieves. Maybe start to develop that mutual respect. Just get him thinking, huh? Maybe we've been the assholes this whole time. Well, anyways, regardless, Keiichiro agrees to help out, and yeah, thanks to his help, the Lupin Rangers, Patrangers, and well, Noel manage to get all five collection pieces away from the Chimera, and then they form a good feeling Kaiser VSX, and finally defeat him on the giant scale. So yeah, Zio hopefully. Well, okay, it's still very early to tell with Zio, but it looks like I want to give this show a chance. I can't help but think that Shirakura is playing his negative reputation with the fan base. I don't know, making that kind of a joke, or it just could be run of the mill. Like Tokusatsu is just nothing but kids shows, and everything about me is just juvenile garbage. It's too early to tell with with Zio and Lupin Ranger versus Patranger. It's, well, hopefully this is the sign of better things to come from the Patrangers. Hopefully start building towards that mutual respect. I mean, yeah, again, Tsukasa has proven more than enough times that she's more than capable of working with them, and Sakuya, well, he's definitely doesn't really have that much of a grudge. The big linchpin, I hate to keep repeating this, is Keiichiro. Hopefully this incident is what starts him maybe thinking that the Lupin Rangers really aren't as bad as he thinks they are. And then again, him thinking that they let Ganglars get away, it's completely pulled out of your ass, you deflecting idiot. Alright, so that was it for this week. Well, I'll see you when I see you. This is David on David's Brain. Bye-bye.